Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'll be talking about Flask API. What is the Flask API? It's basically the kind of a container where we can actually implement our API and put it over there as a Flask, and then it will serve as an API. So this is basically definition of the Flask. Now how we can implement that, let me go through the Visual Studio Code. Let me take you there. So let's come to the point. And as you can see that I have already created the file. So Flask activities, so in these activities what I'll be defining is like the get activities and the post activities. These two methods I'll be talking today, and later on in the next series of the video I'll be talking about the put and delete activities. So yeah, so let's start with that. So this is the file, and let me start with the requirement.txt. So what is the requirement is the Flask and the Pandatex. So these are the two libraries which is required for the doing the Flask API. So obviously the Flask is basically for the Flask application, and the Flask libraries, and the Pandatex is basically I'm kind of using for the creating the class for the session variables, and then under that I'll be importing the base model and other activities I am doing it. So I'll be talking this Pandatex later on, but yeah, as of now for this Flask, these are the two implementation we are using it. So let's come to this point. So as I already mentioned, I'll be taking this I'll be copy and pasting from the test.py, which has already created it to save the time, because if the video will be lengthy, you won't be able to cover up in the shorter time. So let's start with that. So I'll be start with the what are the basic libraries which is required for that. So yeah, so here if you can see here in this library, basically three libraries have imported it. Obviously the Flask in that Flask, what is the use of this Flask JSON file and request, and what is like in the Flask, this is for the application. JSON file is to converting the string to the JSONs. Request is for the handling the request and response scenario, and abort is for the whenever is wanted to abort the session or abort the application when the validation error is happening, or any error is happening, then in that case it will get aborted. The Pandatex is obviously, I mentioned, base model. I will be importing it, and I will be doing the validation error through the Pandatex, and obviously from the typing and the import list I will be doing that. Now I will be creating the object of the Flask API Flask. So here I will do that, and again I'll be creating the class. So under the class, what I'm doing is in the class, this is the name of the class I have added it, and this is the base model I have added it. Now in the class I have created the name, location, and duration of the minute. What is the use of this? So basically it is used when we are doing the post activities. We are storing in the session. You can store in by creating some storage or anywhere. Since it is very basic classes, I'm just storing into session variables. Like during the session it will be active, so that the way I'm storing it. Obviously when the advanced topic I'll be taking, I'll be storing into some location, and then I can showcase that how we can actually connect to the some storage area. So that is one. Now this is the session list. What I'm doing is this is the list of the this is a variable of type list. So in this variable, whenever you are doing the post activities, it will get stored over there. So and as in the form of the string. So that is one. Now I'll be taking this post activities. So what I'm doing in the post activities, like I'll take you through the. So in the app, this is the object of the Python Flask app, and this is the route which is defined. In the route it means like when we're giving the local host and or the default IP 127.0.0.1. So slash activities, then it will understand, okay, on that route the post activities will work on that. Otherwise if I'll only give the slash, it means it will only work on the default type or local host. So this is one, and this is the function which is created, and this is the method we define it, like what is the method we are going to perform with this function. So here you can see that I did try and accept. In the try and accept, this activity is basically accepting the JSON data, where so when we are going and doing the post activities, under that we are passing the JSON data as a body, so that it will accept it, and under the activities it will dump the model as a string. So model.dump is basically for the dumping as a string the JSON data, and this string this session list will actually append with whatever the string into the activities as a string. Now and after that it will return the dumped data, the string data, into a JSON format. So it means like basically the format is JSON, but the only thing is the type is string. So it is converting into the JSON and then it is returning, so that it will be easier for us to understand that. Now this is the validation error. It is giving that when we are facing any error or any validation issues are there, so it will throw an error. So that is one. Now come to the get method. So in the get method, what we are seeing, you can see that on the default IP it will work on that, and it will start fetching on that. So this is one, and under the function, this is the JSON.stringify. So what it does, it is taking all the data from the session list which is already stored and converting it to the JSON, and then sending back to the user whenever we are doing the get activity, get method. And this is the way we generally run it. So you can run it directly, or you can just mention it app.run localhost 3000. So what I'm doing is I'm just mentioning this is the host and this is the port you need to run on that. So let me save that and let me start with the terminal. So let me come to the new terminal. So under the new terminal, let me just activate my environment, Python environment. So as you can see that this is my Python environment. I need to activate it. So before that you just need to run the pip command. So you just need to let me just first activate the Python environment. Once it is activated, I need to give the pip install --r. So this is the command to first run the requirement.txt. Since I already done that, so I don't require to run that. So that is one, and again then after that I need to let me run that function. Let me run that Python. So as you can see that this is running on the default IP and the port number 3000. So let me just copy this and I'll just come to this point. So let me just paste it over here. So as you can see, there is no data. So let me come to the postman. As you can see here, this is the postman and I'm doing that get activity. So there is no data, so that's why it is giving the empty list. So let me just do the post activities. You can see here, this is the endpoint and this is the post and this is the body we are passing it, and this is the type of the data we are passing it. So name, location, and this is I'm passing. Let me just do the send activities. Once I send that, as you can see that this is the data I got in return on status 201. Now I'll do the get activities. Once I'll do the get activities, I'll be able to see this is the data. So this is how we perform the activities. Thank you. Please like and share and comment if you have any issues. I'll be there to solve you. Thank you.